All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we are going to talk about how Tesla keeps dropping prices and how do they actually continue to keep doing it. We found a piece that tries to dive into a little bit about all the different tips and tricks, or really the continuous innovation that Tesla does to keep these prices low. We're going to talk about a variety of different topics, but before we get into any of that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and check out my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to get the best Tesla buying guide out there, or even send me a DM where I can answer any of your questions. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Iman, Princess Peach down below. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining the Patreon group. And let us get into it. So of course, as you know, Tesla dropped prices pretty recently, like almost a week ago at this point. Last Thursday, they dropped prices across the board. And if you don't know, we can quickly summarize on what happened. Model Y basically down $2,000 across the board, and an introduction of a brand new Tesla Model Y standard range all-wheel drive at a lowest price point, or the lowest price point of $49,990. So basically under $50,000 after it's all for the base price. And then going to the Model 3 had a price cut of $1,000 across the board. But the Model 3 long range has not been back. And then of course, if we know about the Model S and the Model X, both of those had $5,000 price cuts across all the different model line trims. And what we do know right now is the $7,500 federal tax credit is still eligible for Model 3 and Model Y across all trims if you take delivery by April 18th. So you must actually take delivery like in hand and by the April 18th. This could change. The tax credit could change completely for the Tesla vehicles, but we don't exactly know until April 18th. It seems like Model Y is going to continue to keep staying with the 7,500, but we know that the Model 3 standard range will lose half of the credit, down to 3,750. So taking a look at this article that we found an article that essentially goes over Tesla's price revolution, and it talks about how the continuous innovation continues to pay off, not necessarily because of there's lack of demand or lack of customers that are looking to purchase, but it's really more so in their eyes that Tesla's price cuts is because of their continuous improvement and demand that is starting to pay off. So of course, we know Tesla price drops happened very recently. This article essentially goes into how the price reductions are made possible by Tesla's focus on continuous updates and production technology updates and improvements. We know this with factories that are already out right now, and Tesla's just continuous improvement of trying to make their vehicles more efficient and better. We know about Tesla's GigaPress that potentially has been released now and starting to be used on the Model Y, which could have a decrease in production and efficiencies across the board. And then we also know about Tesla's 4680 cells. Like, are those a more efficient, cost-cutting type of material and technology that Tesla is starting to put onto their vehicles at the end of the day? But the negative side of things, right? The thing that we've been all talking about for a while, especially if you've taken delivery of a Tesla recently, you know that there is not any more USS sensors on the vehicle. So like when you're backing up into the vehicle, if you don't know, your vehicle will usually starts to beep if your car has that parking sensor technology. Well, newer Teslas, especially 2023 Teslas, do not have these sensors on the back of the bumper, and so it uses the cameras to try and figure the distances with all the different vehicles. And so Tesla removed that, most likely because of cost cutting, and that has some effects on the market, right? That has effects on the vehicles. People are now not essentially complaining about the usage of it, but it definitely has some effects. But the main thing probably to Tesla is that it has cost cutting effects at the end of the day. So Tesla can reduce some of the costs and then maybe pass it to the customer, or at least pivot it in a way that seems like it is being passed to the consumer at the end of the day. And of course, not necessarily with Tesla's option, but Tesla has the $7,500 federal tax credit, which then goes in hands with the vehicles so that they could customers like you and me can get a better deal at the end of the day. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think this article is definitely written in a kind of a balanced way, I guess, from both sides of the side with the cost cutting, removing of the materials, and also maybe with enhancement or efficiencies of production on the line to build more Model 3, Model Y, S's, and X's. But we're going to jump into a variety of topics. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of different benefits, but including scheduling a call with me where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule or join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including credit unions and banks on that list that all have interest rates lower than Tesla financing. So definitely check it out if you're interested down below in the description.